You ever have that moment where everything you've done suddenly makes sense? Yeah, I didn't expect that to come from a podcast. But this isn't just a podcast. This is like my, oh crap, this is what I'm meant to do story. So let me share with you how a conference organizer that was also a marketing person with conferences turned into an image consultant, turned back into a marketing strategist, and landed right here on this mic talking to you.
Hey, I'm Veronica De Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast.
So here's something most people don't know. I didn't start in marketing or branding. I was a conference organizer organizing huge events like 10,000 people and, high pressure chaos. I loved it. And I still do, by the way. I still do. I am a part of a business owner. We have a company that organizes events. Okay. But as I was doing the conference organizing, we needed clients to be busy all year round. So who needed to actually go and travel and network the world in a maniac world and get more attention on big associations and corporations so that our sales team could actually seal the deal? Yours truly right here. Yes. That's exactly why I ended up loving, and I started to learn to love, getting leads. That's where everything really started for me. And at that moment, I became the marketing manager for the Americas, but in the world of organizing events. And I mean, the work back then, it was not at all the same work that I do today. And I had to travel to all these major exhibition halls like Frankfurt and Geneva and London and Barcelona and spend hours before getting there to fill up our calendars so that our hosted buyers could actually sit down with us and we would actually pitch them for them to actually organize the events with us. And then I was later upgraded, I would say, into a director, and I was managing worldwide websites and event registrations. And so my knowledge of websites and how users actually interact with those websites and how they navigate it added a knowledge to me that I didn't have. And not many people actually realize. I used to handle a team of 40, 50 people in 3 countries, and I had designers and technology people around me. So this was my world. I was more into tech, I would say. It was like a startup. And not many people actually know this about me. And just I had that, I decided to move from events to image consulting. I had the thought at that moment, and it always actually goes into the moment when you're doing something, right? I had the thought that that you could actually do whatever you wanted, but you can actually turn your hobby into a paying business, which is exactly what I did. I started to do styling and branding and helping clients look and feel confident. And it felt really natural to me. And I began to blog and I sent weekly emails to everyone who has ever given me their email, or I have asked for them to give me an email, or from my friend, through friends or parents or anybody, even old people that had worked with me, I put them there. And I would show them how to style their outfits better. And then I decided that YouTube was a great way to actually show people how to, show them exactly how to rearrange their clothes and how to wear it in a live setting. But something interesting actually kept on happening. These clients who came for style started asking me how to promote their business. Some were personal brands as well that wanted to, present who they were in a unique way through their clothes, through their etiquette, through their event hosting in their home or in their work, and also how to be better at networking. So it was really how to show up better, but in a whole, right? And how to get clients and how to talk about what they actually do without sounding awkward or salesy, and how to influence. And that's when actually it hit me. I was actually sitting there styling someone, and I realized that they didn't need a new outfit or a complete color coordinated wardrobe organization. They needed better branding. They needed a strategy. They needed not to compare themselves to other people. And they were coming to me for it. So I thought, what if this whole journey was leading me back to what it all actually was all about? Not just helping people look the part, but helping them, get seen, get clients, get results. And that's when this exact moment I decided that this podcast needed to start. And that's how the podcast was born, to be honest. And originally, it was a personal branding podcast. It had a different name, to be honest. But at the moment when I was actually deciding to do this, which was during COVID time, something shifted inside of me. Well, the whole entire world actually changed. And I realized, personal branding alone isn't enough, because we couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't network. But if people weren't clear about how to talk about what they do, if they were not getting leads or building trust or making offers that actually convert, then what's the point of having a brand? So if you ever felt like you are amazing at what you do, but people don't, they aren't hiring you, you are showing up online, not seeing real results. You are tired of hearing, generic advice that doesn't actually help you grow, then you are in the right place. You are in the right place because this podcast is for service-based business owners or entrepreneurs who want to be different from its competitors. Plain and simple. And I've always said this: if people are copying you, then you are doing something right. I remember growing up, and until this day, actually, this still keeps on happening. And I see it and I keep quiet, which is fine. I mean, I tell you, people would copy what I would wear and how I would style something. Also, when we were actually organizing events, the competitors would always try to copy how we would organize our events. And they still actually do. They still copy what we do. And I still have people that copy how I even host or set up a table when I host something in my house. And when people copy you, let me tell you, you are doing something right. I know I said it before, but I need to repeat it again. You are doing something right. Let them think that they are better. Plus, I always say, let them think they're better, but Actually, you are the original copy. You are the OG. And I always say, let them copy, because in the end, we're all different. You are different to them, to your competitors. You have your own quirks. Your own life experiences are so different from somebody else. You have yours, they have theirs, and we're also different. So let me say this. If you're feeling, where do I belong? If you feel that you need to be unique, you are already unique. You are already unique, and that's why you're already here on this podcast, because you want to attract clients and you want to use your words to better communicate what you actually do and create a lead strategy that doesn't burn you out, because I hate burning out. I already went through that in my life, and I'm not here to give you frivolous advice or hacks. I'm here to help you to think smarter and speak clearer and actually get chosen without needing a massive team or spending hours day and night online. We talk about marketing, and we talk about branding and messaging and lead generation and what it actually really means to be visible in 2025. That's really the whole point. I live in the present. So this is for 2025. This is how we roll inside of Branding Momentum. So now you know a little bit more about me, okay? And if you've been listening for a while, I want to thank you. Really, honestly, I don't know how to say this even better. It sounds like, oh, thank you. No, honestly, thank you. And if this is your first time listening to me, welcome. Like a huge welcome. I mean, my arms are spreading if you're just listening to me, okay? And really stick around, because this isn't about an overnight success or about going viral or jumping on the next trend. No, it is about building that momentum. It's the kind of momentum that actually grows quietly and strategically. And you do all of this on your own terms. Nobody's saying that you can't do this and you can't do that. No. Everything, your business, you do it on your own terms. Because I do honestly believe in boundaries, in systems that actually you have to put in place to help you grow and show up and be consistent. Maybe it is through automations, because I love to simplify my life. I love to sit back and let things happen and run. Yes, I am that kind of person. But maybe it could be through AI. Even if you believe that they're taking over the world, but are they really? You gotta use it to your own advantage. Now, for me to do everything I do and how I approach this podcast, but also my business, is through a very simple system that grounds me every single day. And this is exactly what I try to pass on to you without saying it. But this is actually how it really is. And I call this the dream it, plan it, do it, right? So the dream it, I dream everything that I want. And this could be emails, it could be leads, it could be sales, it could be more visibility, it could be anything. And then I make a plan, and I plan my strategy with the end in mind, and I work my way backwards. And it comes very natural to me because of my years of organizing events, okay? And this is something that if you know events, this is quite easy for you. But if you don't know it, that's why I'm here for it, of course. And when I know everything I need to do, then I actually do it. No excuses. I do, even if I know in my gut is not right, because I am pretty sure I am going to learn from that. Exactly. I do it without overthinking every step. I do it without believing that it's going to fail. I do it knowing I'm testing a theory. And everything that we do in our business should be a test. Testing that hypothesis. And if it didn't work, it's fine. I go back and I dream and I plan a new system, a new way. And that is what I strive to pass on to you and to my clients and to this podcast and anything that I write on every single day. That's what I do inside of this podcast. I give you the tools to actually dream and then to make a plan that actually works for you, whether you have a team of people or you are working on your own. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have people or you're doing it on your own. This is for you to be in control of your business, of the business that you want to dream, that you've always dreamt actually, that you want to have. And to think of the possibilities, to go deep and to actually do the work. Because I know we're so used to having all these things and simplifying things like templates and this and tips and all this that actually do simplify our life. But if we don't do the work, if we don't go deep, then it stays really shallow, my friends, really shallow. And also because no one else can do the work for you. You can hire people if you ever need to be able to communicate what you want in your business. If you get a company to actually write for you, but you have to know what it is that how exactly you want to communicate your business, your brand. But also, what is negotiable? What is negotiable in your business? Not everything has to be black and gray and, or black and white. It could be gray. Everything can be a negotiation as well, right? But what is not? What is a non-negotiable? Your time, your energy, right? You have the power. You have the know-how. You have the expertise about what exactly that you do. And so to be different and unique in a saturated world that can seem so hard, everything to do, but there's only one you. There's only one you. And so you choose here inside this podcast. If you want to make your life easier for you, if you want to simplify your life, if you want to have more time to what actually really matters in your business and in your life for sure, or if you want to make your life harder. Some people don't believe in having a simple life. Most people believe in the negative part. Most people believe that it's hard, and life is hard, but it all depends on your attitude as well, how you tackle that as you live the tough moments. If you are in a good attitude, like, yes, okay, I have learned it, I'm going forward. It's right now, it happened, I don't know, years ago, but I'm in the present right now, okay? And if any of this hits home to you, if you feel that something's resonating, you're feeling like, yeah, I totally get what she means. I need more time. I need to be unique. I am unique. I feel this. Let me know. I would love to know this. And you can send me a DM right now on Instagram as you're listening to this at Veronica DiPolo. Okay? And let me know because I am dying to hear from you. You can also leave me comments inside of Spotify, right? Okay. So that is something that you can actually do. Anyways, I really wanted to give you this and to share why I have this podcast and what moves me, because the podcast is growing, thankfully. And I'm very thankful for that. And I see the numbers and I see there is new people. And I wanted to get to know each and every one of you. And if you want, actually, I think I'm going to say it on next week's podcast, but if you want more out of the podcast, you can always sign up to my daily emails, okay? That's where I go deeper on strategy and things that I share right there, and you can always sign up. and I'll leave you the link in the description, okay? This is all for me today. And I've been doing this with a toothache. But I hope you got the message. Okay, have a great day. See you. Bye-bye.